Have you ever walked into the doctor's office, taken a seat, and thought to yourself, it's just another checkup, nothing special? Then maybe you opened your mouth and said something you thought was harmless like I am fine, or it's just my age, or I don't want to waste your time. You thought it sounded polite, or humble, or strong. But here's the uncomfortable truth. After 70, those very words can change the way your doctor looks at you, listens to you, and even treats you. What seems like small talk or a throwaway line can silently shape the kind of care you receive. And in many cases, it can hold you back from getting the help you truly need. That is why we need to talk about 5 ugly truths every senior must know about speaking at the doctor's office. Because sometimes it's not the test results or the medications that matter most, it's the words that leave your own mouth. Let's start with the first ugly truth. Seniors often walk into the doctor's office and brush off pain. They sit down and say, "Oh, it's nothing, just a little ache," or "this pain is just what happens when you're old." You might think you're being tough or that you don't want to sound like a complainer. But here's the problem. Pain is not always just aging. Pain is often your body waving a big red flag, shouting that something isn't right. Dismissing it or hiding it means you're taking that flag, folding it up, and putting it away where nobody can see it. And once it's hidden, your doctor can't treat it properly. I've seen too many older adults ignore chest pain until it was too late. I've seen people call their fatigue just part of aging when in reality, their heart or lungs were struggling. A little phrase like "it's nothing" can lead to serious, even life-threatening consequences. So never minimize your pain, be honest about it, describe it clearly. That small act of speaking up could save your life. Now let's move to the second ugly truth. Many seniors walk into the doctor's office and say, "I don't want to bother you," or "I know you're busy, I'll keep this short." At first glance, that sounds polite, doesn't it? You're trying to respect the doctor's time. But do you realize what you're really saying? You're telling your doctor that your health, your body, your well-being isn't worth their attention. You're suggesting that you don't deserve their time. And here's the harsh part: doctors are human too. They pick up on your cues. If you signal that your issues don't matter, some doctors will subconsciously give them less importance. You might walk out with half answers, rushed advice, or untreated problems. Think about it this way: you spent your whole life taking care of your family, your work, your responsibilities. You didn't spend 70 years on this earth just to become someone who thinks they don't matter. You're not a burden. Your health is not a burden. If you have a question, ask it. If you have a symptom, describe it. You are not bothering anyone, you are advocating for yourself. And if you don't speak up, nobody else will do it for you. The third ugly truth is one of the most dangerous. Many older adults laugh off memory problems. They walk into the doctor's office and say, "Oh, I forget things all the time, but that's just normal at my age." Here's the truth. Memory changes can be normal, yes. But not always. Sometimes memory loss signals vitamin deficiencies. Sometimes it's a reaction to medication. Sometimes it's the first warning sign of dementia. And sometimes it's something completely treatable if caught early. But if you brush it off with a joke or dismiss it as just getting old, your doctor may not take it seriously either. And by the time the problem is obvious, it may be too late to slow it down. Think about that. One little sentence, "Oh, it's nothing, just old age," could cost you years of clear, active living. So the next time you notice changes in your memory, don't dismiss them. Don't laugh them away. Tell your doctor exactly what you've noticed. Because when it comes to memory, early action makes all the difference. Now comes the fourth ugly truth. This one is so common that it has almost become a habit. Seniors walk into the doctor's office and insist, "I'm fine," even when they're not. Let me ask you, how many times have you said that? How many times have you been tired, dizzy, short of breath, or in pain, but when the doctor asked, you smiled and said, "I'm fine"? You might think you're being brave. You might think you're showing strength. But let me tell you, doctors are not mind readers. They can only work with what you tell them. If you pretend you're fine, they'll believe you. And if they believe you, you'll walk away with untreated problems that could have been solved. Think about it like this. If your car engine was making strange noises, but you told the mechanic it runs perfectly, would you expect them to fix anything? Of course not. Your doctor is your body's mechanic. You need to be truthful so they can do their job. Strength is not in hiding your pain, strength is in speaking it so you can face it and fix it. And now we come to the fifth ugly truth, perhaps the most heartbreaking of all. Too many seniors sit in that exam chair, look down, and sigh, "At my age, what's the point?" Those 6 little words are dangerous. They signal that you've given up on yourself, on your health, on your life. They tell your doctor you don't want help, and let me be blunt, some doctors will take you at your word. They won't push as hard, they won't suggest as much, and they may quietly let you decline because you told them to. But here's the truth, no matter your age, there is always a point. Maybe the point is less pain. Maybe it's better sleep. Maybe it's enough energy to walk with your grandchildren. Maybe it's keeping your independence for another 5 or 10 years. The point is not always about living forever, it's about living well, right here and now. When you say, "What's the point?" you close the door on possibilities. When you say, "Yes, I still want help," you open it again. So, my friends, after 70, your words at the doctor's office are not just casual conversation. They are the difference between being heard and being ignored, between early treatment and late treatment, between a longer, healthier life and one cut short. You may not realize it, but your words shape your care. If you minimize your pain, it might go untreated. If you call yourself a burden, your needs might get brushed aside. If you laugh off memory issues, you might miss your chance at help. If you say you're fine when you're not, you'll stay sick longer. And if you give up with the words, "What's the point?" you might lose hope before your time. Think of it this way. Every appointment is a chance to write your own health story. Every sentence you speak is like a sentence in that story. Will it be a story of dismissal, silence, and decline, or a story of honesty, strength, and better living? The choice is in your words, so the next time you walk into that office, sit tall. Speak clearly. Tell the truth. Don't minimize, don't dismiss, don't give up. Your words are powerful. Use them like your life depends on it, because it does. And as you walk out of that office, remember this, you are not just another patient in the waiting room. You are someone whose life, health, and future matter. And when you speak like it, your doctor will treat you like it, so don't let those ugly truths trap you. Choose better words, claim your care, and keep fighting for the years you still have ahead. That is the power of speaking right after 70. That is the difference between fading away quietly and living out loud. Thank you.